I went to Lakehead for phys ed, and I enjoyed it. And my second year, Jones Stevenson was looking for an assistant coach. I got involved that way. But I would think the person that sort of inspired me the most was Dr. Norm Lavoie. Normie thought it would be a really good idea for me to continue, and I did that, and I've been involved with that ever since. There are many ups and downs, and sometimes there are more downs than there are ups. But you have to sort of make sure you have a good support system and a good balance to deal with that. If you don't have a balance outside the game, outside the profession, it's certainly a difficult way to make a living, that's for sure. And I was very fortunate that I had that balance with family, and the support system at Lakehead was really good. Well, there's lots of memories, that's for sure. We certainly had lots of good times. I think we accomplished a lot. We had a 100% graduation rate, which makes me really, really happy. I think one of the funny stories we had at the national championships, actually, that Katja was playing. We had 30 minutes for practice time, and we were being ushered into the gym. It was high security, and we just about ready to start our practice, and Katja's mother comes running in holding her shoes. Here's your shoes, here's your shoes. How she got in, nobody knows, but she did, and we got her shoes on, and away we go. So there were all sorts of things. But the nice thing is I've been able to go to many kids' weddings now, and be there and keep in touch, and it's been a lot of fun. Lakehead has a special place in my heart and always will have.
I was an athlete. I loved athletics, and team sports really were a lot more fun than individual achievements, I found. I enjoyed the team aspect of it. Playing basketball, I understood right from the get-go what it would involve because I had played basketball and participated in athletics all through high school, and I just understood that I needed to, nobody else was going to do it for me, balance my athletics and academics all the way through. Playing university athletics is a commitment. You need to have good time management skills, think far in advance on how you're going to balance everything, and have fun. I enjoyed it all the way through, because I played 4 years undergraduate, 1 year into graduate school. It was a great experience. I look back on it with fond memories. I found that I was able to balance athletics and academics, and it made everything a little bit more interesting and challenging.
Wrestling is one of those sports where you're not in the limelight a lot. You're in there for yourself. You've got to love the sport because it's extremely demanding. Knowing that you're by yourself when you're on the mat, you've got your teammates who you work with through practice, but when it comes down to the match, you're by yourself. The mental toughness that you have to have when you're competing in wrestling as a program, it's daunting at times because you're all by yourself out there. You have no teammates. If you're having a bad day, you don't have any teammates that you can fall back on and rely on them a little bit. You're there by yourself. But it's one of those sports that will challenge you, and so you're going to develop as a person. I found wrestling was something that helped build my character, I guess, the way it is today. And there's the thing about wrestling is that you've got technique, which is a huge part of it. You've got strength, you've got agility, you've got all of these things that you've got to tie together. It's a demanding situation. Anytime anyone's involved with extracurricular sports, to juggle sports and academics, that's a special situation. You need a special person to do that. Not just anybody can do that. I feel anyways.
What inspired me to become involved in field hockey? Well, my first year at Lakehead, I was coming to play basketball, and we decided that it would be a good idea to play field hockey to get me in shape for playing basketball. And we had probably one of the best coaches and players, Tony Widdop, who facilitated that.
Through the opportunity of Tony Widdop, and we have to give most of the credit to her because she was the inspirational leader and brought the program to Lakehead in the early 70s. So it was field hockey was the surprising, rewarding bonus for a lot of students at that time. We played against our crosstown rivals for years. I was from Fort William, and now a lot of the teammates from our field hockey team were from all over. So you got to play with your worst enemies. So that was great. So it was a combination of great athletes from all over the country having a chance to play.
What were the challenges in becoming a field hockey champion as a team? Working together. I think we were knitted very well as a team, and playing through many different weather conditions and the conditions of the ground. We had a team, and we traveled with the soccer team. That was one of the fun things, and we're all on the bus and singing away. Yeah, 99 bottles of beer on the wall, that one. I mean, you know, just for fun.
At that time in the 70s, it was all new here. We were just a new university and an athletic program. And having that opportunity in the early 70s to, for students from Lakehead and from across the country to come together and be a part of that beginning was really special. Through good coaching, great teammates, anything is possible on and off the field. And I think definitely that era of field hockey, when you go from not knowing much about a sport to excelling, that you can do that in many avenues of life as well.